Manga-Waido.
I'm Aika Shina. I'm in 11th grade. My dad was a director of this big hospital in the city. Both my parents were doctors. They wanted me to take over the hospital someday. But I didn't want them controlling my life. I was going through a rebellious phase. If I got bad grades, I won't be able to go to med school. I skipped class and assignments on purpose. This was a preppy private school, so I stood out like a sore thumb.
Shina, where's your assignment?
This is Mr. Agatsuma, the biology teacher. He was always in a bad mood.
I'm gonna give back the test now. You all did terrible. If you guys can't solve this, you'll never get into college. You hear me? You all have to step it up. He's so scary.
Yeah, I know.
He takes this way too seriously.
He's been like this for a year now. Yeah, he was pretty strict to begin with, but you're right. He's so annoying.
They did have a point. He told us to memorize almost everything in the textbook. And not only that, he used college material on his tests and assignment. His curriculum was way too hard. But he didn't care.
You wanna get into college? Work harder.
He was a real hard ass. Naturally, everyone hated biology. Everyone in class was terrified of him. Then one day, he came up to me in the hallway as I was getting ready to go home.
Shina, I heard you flunked all your tests. You got detention for a week.
Whatever.
You better show up. If not, I'll make you repeat the year.
Repeat a year? I didn't want that. I guess I got no choice. After school.
All right, come up here and grab the worksheet.
He made us do worksheets for subjects we got an F on. We couldn't leave until the worksheet was done. I could sneak out, but he'll see me for sure.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I have the answers for the other subjects too.
But nobody wanted to talk to him. Everyone took out their textbooks and got to work. Can't be that hard, right? I can't solve this. Then I looked over at the girl sitting next to me. Huh? I think she's from the class next door. Maybe you should ask the teacher for help? Huh? Oh, hey, Sheena. Oh, you know me? Sorry, what was your name again? I'm Yui Meora. I'm in class 3. Oh, okay. So, why don't you just go ask the teacher for help? Well... She probably didn't like him. I was stuck on the same problem. Come on. Huh? When I asked him the question, he looked over at me and said,
You can't even solve this?
He knew I had terrible grades, so he was extra hard on me. But this question is way too hard. She didn't get it either. Yeah.
Moria, right? Here. First you do this.
He started going through the problem with her. He was actually a pretty good teacher. Yui was a bit scared at first, but she started to get it.
You got it?
Yeah, thank you. I get it now. After we were done with our question, the other students started coming up to him. He took his time and explained everything thoroughly. About an hour later, we were all done with our worksheets. After that, Yui and I became good friends. She was a bit shy, but she was a really sweet girl. Mr. Agatsuma is kinda scary, but he's a good teacher. Yeah, he can be a jerk sometimes, but he's a pretty nice person, I think. Yeah, he kinda reminds me of you. Shut up, Yui. We started spending a lot of time together. A few weeks later, the school started handing out this survey. They wanted to know what we were planning to do after graduation. Yui wanted to be a hairstylist, so she wanted to go to a barber college. The deadline was approaching, so we decided to go hand in the survey together. But then...
Barber college? You're kidding me, right? You gotta get into a real university. You'll hurt the school's reputation.
But...
Look, anyone can get into barber college. Write down a name of a real college.
This was Mr. Sakamoto, Yui's teacher. Clearly, he didn't want her going to barber college. What was his problem? I wanted to say something to him, but then...
Mr. Sakamoto, what's wrong with barber college? It's a good thing she knows what she wants to be.
But, Mr. Agatsuma!
If she already knows what she wants to be, why stop her? And as teachers, It's our job to help our students pursue their dreams.
Yeah, but...
The other teachers were kind of scared of him too. Mr. Sakamoto stopped giving Yui a hard time after that. Hey, Mr. Agatsama? Good job back there.
Be quiet. Here, fill this out.
What? He handed me the survey.
You're going to med school, right?
What? No. That's what my parents want me to do, but I don't know, I want to decide for myself.
Let me guess. You're just going through your rebellious phase, aren't you? If you have nothing you want to do at this point, that's fine. But maybe you should just give it a try. Who knows? You might like it.
Yeah, but...
Your parents. Do they really want you to become a doctor? I talked to them a few months ago at Parents' Day, but this is the first time I'm hearing about this.
I didn't say it, but I can tell.
My dad was a doctor too, so I know how it feels. But you should talk to them, I'm telling you.
He said to me, "Ugh, what does he know? So annoying." I was kinda annoyed, but then I ran into Yui. I think he's got a point. You should talk to your parents. Maybe she was right. I decided to have a talk with my parents. That evening, I called my parents out to the living room. Look, I still don't know what I want to do in the future, but I don't want to go to med school just because you two are doctors. I still need more time to think this through.
I see.
They look kinda upset. I knew it. They want me to be a doctor. But then...
We weren't sure what you wanted to do in the future, so we just kinda threw it out there. You always got really good grades, too.
You don't have to if you don't want to, dear. Whatever you choose to do, we'll support you 100%. Dad, Mom, Agatsuma was right. I had this all wrong. It felt really good to talk to my parents like this. This was the end of my rebellious phase. I started studying again after that. Even if I find something I want to do, without good grades I won't be able to get into college, so... Yui was really happy for me when I told her all about this. Let's get to work! Yeah, the first semester is almost over, so... After classes, we asked Mr. Agatsuma to tutor us. He made time for us every single day, and he was a really good teacher. My classmates thought I was still in my rebellious phase, so they seemed kinda confused, but whatever. Then, a few weeks later, it was the last day of the semester.
I know you're all excited about the summer vacation, but don't wait until the last minute to finish your homework.
Mr. Agatsuma? You haven't given us any homework for biology.
He was right. Something was up.
I'm done looking after you guys. I got an assignment for you, but you don't have to hand it in.
Huh? Then he grabbed the chalk and wrote, "How to use your life" on the blackboard.
Biology. It's a subject on life. Metabolism, genetics, immune system, etc. You might not use the things you learned in my class on your job, but hopefully, this assignment will get you guys thinking about life in general.
Then he put the chalk down and dismissed us. Not sure what it was, but I had a bad feeling about this. It was nice having no homework, but I don't know, something didn't feel right. Then, a few weeks later, I made a shocking discovery. I ran to my dad's hospital, then... Mr. Agatsuma!
Sheena, so you found out, huh?
My parents told me Mr. Agatsuma was in the hospital. He had cancer. He didn't have much time left. You're gonna die? For real?
Looks like it.
But why?
It was too late when they found it. Last summer, they gave me a year to live. Thought I'd last a bit longer, but I guess not.
Last summer. That's when he started being extra hard on us. Why didn't you say anything?
Well, everyone hates me, and you guys had college exams coming up, so I didn't want to worry you guys, I guess.
What? So you were just gonna leave us? Without telling us? That'll upset us even more!
I guess you got a point.
He didn't have any family. His parents died in a car accident when he was a kid, and he was an only child. He made peace with this, I could tell. He was planning to die all alone. But I can't let this happen. Not like this. I grabbed my phone and started making some calls. The next day, Yui and I went to go see him at the hospital. And Yui... why didn't you tell us? She started crying like a baby. Agatsuma didn't know what to say to her. It was kind of funny to see him like that. Then, the other students started showing up.
Sheena, you told everyone, didn't you?
I told them about the cancer, but I never asked any of them to come here. Agatsuma was kind of scary, but deep down, he was a really caring person. And everyone knew that. People don't hate you. See?
I guess you're right. Sheena, I need a favor.
Huh? A few days later, we all gathered at a meeting room in the hospital. I asked my parents to let us use the room. Agatsuma turned his wheelchair around and looked towards us. Then,
Thank you all for coming. This will be my last lecture. When the doctor told me I had a year to live, I started thinking about the meaning of life. I had a lot of things I wanted to do, but a year just wasn't enough. I got a lot of regrets. But what are you gonna do, right? Look, time is finite, so think long and hard about how you want to live your life. Don't end up like me, regretting everything on your deathbed.
some of the kids started crying.
I wanted to tell you guys this in school, but I thought it might be too much, you know? I didn't want to make you guys cry.
He said jokingly.
What is it, Moria?
Why are you doing this for us? Shouldn't you be with your family?
I told myself I wasn't gonna cry, but I couldn't hold it in anymore.
No worries. I'm exactly where I want to be right now. You guys got your whole future ahead of you. Make me proud.
He said to us. We all started crying. I think he was crying too. Mr. Agatsuma, thank you for everything. Then, a few weeks later, he passed away. The doctor said he went peacefully. How to live my life, huh?
Yeah, that's a hard one.
It's gonna take me a while to figure that out. Normal homework would have been much easier. I looked up at the sky. I felt like Agatsuma was looking down on us.
You liked him, didn't you?
What? What about you?
It's a secret.
What? Then I'm not telling either. I'll never forget about him. He was scary and unfriendly, but he truly cared about us. Please watch over us. Rest in peace.